Petey got tripped in overtime, and they didn't call it. But for me, the blown call, as funny as this may sound, wasn't even the main takeaway. The main takeaway was that Canucks fans really, really cared about the blown call. And the blown call mattered. It was like old times. The refs made a bad call. Ron McLean stuck up for the refs after the game. I'm like, is this 2011 again? Are we back in like this area where Canucks fans are getting screwed over, and probably the Eastern media is like, these Canucks fans are always complaining. The reaction in the building was
what was
like,
the reaction in the building like?
I mean, the reaction for me is I actually just like outright booed.
I
was just like,
there was the ref you suck chant.
Yeah,
it was bad.
It was. But
like,
you know what, guys?
yeah.
Guys, listen. The bad call happened.
Don't be this guy. It's
No.
Monday. I'm tired. I'm cranky. I want to vent.
No, I will not move on.
No. The bad call
I will
happened.
not be the bigger person.
Okay, fine. But can you admit that this is awesome that we care about this again?
Yes.
Tremendous.
Do you remember, there might have been some bad calls last year? I don't know. I didn't care. Honestly. Think of last year if that had happened and it was like game 78 and we all knew the Canucks were like done.
Dude, I haven't cared
right?
about a bad call in like a decade.
No.
Yeah.
I have not cared. And that's the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nothing you can do about that bad call. There's nothing, Halford, you can go and complain all day or you write a letter to Gary Bettman or whatever.
You should.
I'm penning it right now.
Yeah.
With my quill.
Dear Mr. Stupid Commissioner, right?
You are a stupid head.
But my main takeaway from all this is like the Canucks are back in terms of
Back, baby.
in terms of this market carrying again. And I hope we're not getting suckered here. I hope they keep playing like this. But it's again like the reason I said, okay, think of how this team has performed since the Philadelphia game. Remember how we were feeling after the Philly game? We were like, okay, they beat Edmonton twice, but now we kind of look at that second win and it was kind of like, wow, they got outplayed by the Oilers. So like, is this the team? Like, is that,
I was
is that
feeling,
the team?
uh-oh.
Like they were just so dead in Philly. And then even the next game, although they did play better, they still lost. So they were kind of 2-2. And we were like, oh my God, right? Petey's going to want out. Since that Philly loss, though, there has been dramatic improvement.
Yeah.
And even though they lost the Rangers game, they once again won the 5-on-5. And it came down to special teams at the end of the day in that Rangers game because they scored a couple of 5-on-3 and they probably deserved an overtime penalty. But regardless, like the team looks good.
Well, if you want to
and this isn't House of Positivity. This isn't me trying to like talk myself into this team. Are there still issues with this team? Yeah, there are. Good for Tyler Myers for bouncing back and having a good game and scoring that big goal. That was a massive goal, and I was happy for him because I bet that felt really good to score that goal, especially in that fashion Saturday night, shorthanded of all the ways that he was going to score that. But now we look forward to games as opposed to like, is there a Canucks game on tonight? Okay, I guess we have to watch this.
I go back to this little anecdote I passed along earlier that it was like, I have to put this game on Saturday night. There were countless times over the last few seasons where that was not the case.